Hello, gorgeous chickadees. Welcome to today's diary entry. I'm Valerie. Today, I will be bringing you another Get It or Forget It episode. Today, we're going to be talking about the Real Techniques Eyes 2 Miracle Mini Eraser Sponges. I received this product from Audible and I am here to review it for you. Oh wait, before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there for me. Please, I would love to have you be a part of my chickadee family. So, go ahead and don't forget to do that. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off, this is what they look like when you get it. So they come in this package and it brings you two. So sort of like the Beauty Blender minis, but these are actually shaped a little differently and they're a little bigger as far as I can tell. Now I don't personally have the Beauty Blender, the mini sponges, but I'm just going based off what I've seen at the store when I have seen them. So here's for reference, this one is wet and this one is dry. So they do open up quite a bit, but not so much. I mean, they're pretty different in size when you get them wet, but not that much. This sponge, I like how it has, I'm gonna grab the clean one so I can show you. So it's cut right here on the side and then it actually is cut at the very top. Now that cut at the very top was very crucial for me. I really, really liked it, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's start off with how it blends. So I really like how it's pointy right here and it makes it so easy to get right up in your eye under here and to blend all of that concealer out. I really liked how it was able to do that for me. I do like how it blended, but I actually absolutely loved the way I was able to bake with this little sponge on my eyes and even on my face. I feel like it will definitely be a sponge that I can go to when I want a precise baking. So I went in with my baking powder and I grabbed it with the flat end of the sponge. So I went in and I grabbed it and then I went in, and the part that I love the most is this flat part right here on the top. So I was able to get really, really close to my lash line and be able to bake even right under there. And that is an area that is very hard to get close to with a larger sponge. I do like baking with sponges and therefore I'm basically compromised to using either the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques complexion sponge. However, with this one, I can really get in there and get really, really close. Not only that, but I feel like I can really get in it. I can really get it exactly where precisely I want it. When I go in with the bigger sponge, it's a little difficult to do that. Why? Because it is much bigger. So I'm putting it here, but it touches my nose. I don't want it to touch my nose. I can just simply stay over here with this tiny sponge. So it's a little more precise and I really, really, really appreciate that. I can basically use it down here to clean down there because it has that sharp line too. I mean that sharp cut. So because of that sharp cut, I can definitely clean down here and over here, and I can even bake my forehead very easily. If I want to set my nose contour on the middle right here, it is much simpler to do with this one, and even to bake on my chin. And so I was really, really impressed with how much I liked it. I honestly thought that I was not going to love it because I don't like the size of it. But I found that it was so much easier to bake and to set that powder. For concealer, I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really like it for blending out my concealer because I find that it is so tiny that when I'm blending, I'm actually touching my concealer and then I get concealer on my fingers and I really don't like that. So as far as putting on concealer, I like it, but I don't love it. As far as baking, I absolutely love it. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Should you get it or forget it is the question. Well, my chickadees, I say get it. These are super affordable, and it brings you not just one, but it brings you two. And I love the way that they are cut so that you can do so much more than just blending your concealer with. So I really, really, really appreciate it. One thing I forgot to mention is that they sell it to you as an eraser sponge too. So it's really, really strange. It says it's 2 Miracle Mini Eraser Sponges. So I'm curious to see if I get some mascara under my eye, if I'm able to clean up with it. I wasn't able to do that this time, but I'm curious to find out. So be sure to follow me on Snapchat so I can keep you guys updated on how I am still loving these sponges. So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Get It or Forget It episode. I hope to see you next time, and until then, I will catch you on my next diary entry. Un besote. Bye.
Don't believe me, just watch.